Good morning, my beautiful air signs, and welcome to your December reading. I'm starting out a new series of monthly readings because I have found a wonderful manifesting map by the Daily Tarot Girl. I just love her so much, and I want to use this opportunity to lift up your desires and your goals and what's going on. Are there any patterns that you're willing to give up on? Any patterns that are no longer working for you? So as I light the Palo Santo and set our intention for creating an absolutely fabulous end of the year mission and get you all ready for January 2025. So let me cut the cards. A very simple 8-card reading that will give you a monthly plan, or it's like a map of what the universe has in store for you. So let me just draw our cards here. And hold in your mind, what is your area of concern, my dear air sign? Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. What is it that's been bothering you? What is it that's been challenging you? How can you find the best version of yourself to live through? Isn't it true that we can have confusion sometimes and doubts that can hold us back? But in the big picture, things are always working out, aren't they? Things are always working out, even when it feels like it's not. The truth is that we are always able to find a hidden blessing no matter what's happening. Okay, so the very first card here is what you're going to be exploring in December. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness, what's been going on for you, my dear air signs? So it does seem like there's some energy that's been trying to interfere to bring coldness and to bring darkness into your life, something that's trying to captivate your attention. This right away, the very first thing that strikes me is, how do you speak to yourself? How are you coaching yourself internally? Where is the energy of your inner critic, and how has it been manifesting? I feel like the universe is calling you to explore how you've been talking to yourself, because it's so tempting to get into blaming and complaining when things start to go wrong. It's very tempting to assume that something is wrong with somebody else, and then therefore that's reflected internally. How could I have believed that? Why is this happening? It's kind of the constant questioning of your own stability. That's the kind of the energy I'm picking up here. Let's go on. So during December, what the lesson you're going to be learning is coming from this Four of Cups. So there is a part of you that's just quite frankly bored with how things have been going. You do need stimulation and you need challenge to keep you in the game. You get bored easily. And so again, feeling sorry for yourself, I don't want to ruffle any feathers here, my friend. But if you've been feeling kind of picked on, or you feel life has been unfair, this is the kind of energy that will hold you back. Because as you look at your life the way it is, look at those arms folded across the chest. It's almost like, I dare you, life. I dare you to show yourself as you are, because it's not fun for me right now. I'm out in the cold and I don't see any options. But what you're going to be learning is that the answer is right around the corner. Out of view to this picture, notice how the divine is offering a fresh cup. And yet the figure is so intent on looking at what's not working out right now, they're not even available. So you're going to be learning, and you're going to be getting signs and symbols through the month of December that the universe is calling you to something bigger and better than what you've known in the past. You cannot, you cannot count on humans to give to you what is only the divine's job to give. Okay? You can't expect the humans will fulfill you in a way that only the divine can fulfill. All right? So, what is going to help you the most? This is not necessarily an easy thing to do. Notice how the energy of this devil energy is like floating over here, trying to darken this opportunity. And so, it does take some discipline for you to get a hold of that negative thinking and be able to do something with it, okay? So this is going to help you the most. In this card, we're seeing that there's a part of you who's already been on this journey. It might be that through the month of November, or even a little bit earlier than that, that you have gotten kind of tired of something that's been bothering you, and that you have been seeking counsel. You've been seeking the divine for direction. And now look at that lighthouse shining out a new light and a new path. Now you're not there yet. Notice at the bottom of the card here that we see that the storm is still raging a little bit on that side of this boat. On the other side, it's calm waters. So you're kind of walking a fine line that is keeping you on the edge between the past and the future. What's going to help you the most is to remember that the lighthouse is in front of you. The worst is behind you. And in this current state of temptation to blame yourself or to feel or be hard on yourself is coming to an end. You are starting to feel the warmth of that light, and you're starting to realize that you're not in it alone. And the universe has brought some people, places, and circumstances to show you you are absolutely on the right path, especially to putting this inner critic into its place. Can you destroy the inner critic? Of course not. It's part of your personality, but you can certainly learn to mitigate or to solve the constant issues of having that energy bothering you, okay? There's a part of your personality, though, that feels a little intimidated by this. In fact, even to pull the devil card as the first card of a reading, it makes people kind of shiver and think, what's that all about? But there's a part of you that you can support actively to make this transition easier for yourself. And here we have the Fool card. And I love this so much because this is a new journey, isn't it? To be able to stand separate from your old habits of self-talk and self-doubt. It's incredibly important that you support the part of yourself that wants a new adventure. It's helpful sometimes to look into the mirror, into your own eyes, and say to yourself, even though I don't know how, I am on a new adventure now. Even though I don't know how, the universe is calling me to something different now. You don't know how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen, but listening to this reading is a fantastic first step, isn't it? Notice that this energy is completely opposite of these two stormy, cold energies. It could also signify that the seeds that you're planting right now are going to come into full flower in the springtime. Notice how the green and purple is repeated all over his garment. Green is the color of the heart chakra, and lavender and purple are the color of the divine. Imagine that your heart is being warmed and is being comforted by the divine. You need to support the idea that you can create a new version of yourself, a retelling of your self story, your narrative. You are beginning something new. You can't expect yourself to be an expert yet. That would not be fair. And so you need to support yourself at the beginning of this new journey. Okay? Next, what can you release? There's a part of your habits that have been holding you back, and there's a part of your energy that is ready for release. So let's see what it is. Beautiful, the Lovers. The Lovers card, why would you want to release this, right? Because we all want more love, don't we? And isn't it okay to cling on and to hold on to your visions of love? Well, I would say no. In this reading, you need to release any illusions, any false thinking, incorrect advice. What do they call that? Fake news. Because the lovers can be holding you back if you're being too perfectionistic about what you're wanting from the future. This is where law of attraction can become problematic. Sometimes people call it toxic positivity, where you're only looking at the bright side of things. You're pinning all your hopes and your joys on some future lover, something that's going to happen in the future. Can you release this energy of needing to have what it is you want without including the divine? As I look at the picture and I see the angel with those beams of light streaming out all over this couple, I can't help but see the lighthouse and think that lighthouse, you're being drawn forward out of some relationships and some promises to yourself that are not serving you. If you've been waiting longer than 6 months for something to manifest, chances are your own self-talk is holding you back. Can you release the old feelings you have about what's possible for you in order to make room for the future? A part of you clings to that. They want a fresh start. A part of you is in a tug of war with your own mind because releasing your old hopes, desires, and expectations is going to open something magnificent for your future. Excuse me. And here, what could be in the way? It looks like a good plan. I can feel that you would like to get rid of negative thinking and negative self-talk. What part of your personality could be standing in the way? The King of Swords. It shows a mastery of the mind. But did you know that your mind could be mastered by lies? It's true. When you're going forward making your own decisions about what is best for you, you need to just look in the mirror and see if your life is reflecting what it is you're wanting. If you want a partner, do you have your partner? If you want more money, is your bank account lining up? If you would like to have a better home, are you living in that home? Your circumstances are the exact energy of what your thoughts are manifesting. So what could get in the way is mistaken beliefs and mistaken thoughts that are not holding your highest good in hand. What is it that you really want right now? Sit down with a piece of paper and a pencil and just think, what is it? The one thing, just pick one thing, my dear air signs, make a decision. What is the one thing that if it changed in your life today would make the biggest difference? Allow yourself to dismiss all the other things that have been troubling you and let yourself have a brand new journey to just one thing. There's a part of your personality that wants to change so much. It's ready to facilitate and to help you. And that is this energy right here. There's a part of your personality that feels so burdened, that has been carrying the burdens, all of your hopes and desires for such a long time. Could be 10 months, could be 10 years, where you have carried something that you thought was what you wanted. You've been believing that the universe would deliver to you something that you wanted. But remember in the previous card when I said, pick just one thing? That's the highest advice that I can give you today. As you go through this month of December, pick one thing that you want to manifest. Put all the rest of the things that you think you want aside and allow yourself to pursue wholeheartedly just one thing. There's a part of you that wants to lay down the burdens. There's a part of you that wants a brighter future, and only you have the key to releasing that part of you to be free. The cool thing is that this is the sign that a cycle is finishing. So this battle that you're going on within your own mind, it is pulling together this Fool energy, the idea of a fresh start that you just simply don't see happening right now. This card represents what you're going to be creating as you go through this journey this month. Voila! I could not have handpicked a better card. The Tree of Life is represented by the pentacles that you see here. This is soul satisfaction. This is deep satisfaction of a goal you're working on. I really do feel like for you air signs that you have been trying to manifest too many things, that you've created a trap. It's like a web of nonsense from the inside because you're simply trying to accomplish too much. I know that many manifesting teachers say you can have it all, and I support that to a point. But what you're truly wanting, if you think about it, is deep soul satisfaction and connection. That's it. And you wouldn't be trying to manifest all the rest of it if you didn't think that was what was going to happen. So notice that this card is filled with completion. What you are going to create this month is a sense of security and stability that you haven't had in a very, very long time. Take this to heart. Do listen to this again. Listen to this reading again, because the universe wants to prove to you that once you recognize that you are your own worst enemy, when you forget that the universe has your back and is working with you always to your highest good. Okay, I'm going to pull a card from the Chakra Love deck for you, for your blessing. And let's just see what crystal is it that wants to pop out and bless you for the rest of the month of December. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for following me from my fish out of water existence into the pattern breaker. I'm on the Fool's journey because I am just starting my 2025 mission of helping people break the patterns that are holding them back. Let's take a look here and see what your blessing is. And we have the crown chakra with, what does that say? Hold on. Turin dated quartz, which I'm not familiar with that. But oneness, you are part of the universe and will always be. Yes, the thing is that part of you has forgotten that the universe has a bigger plan than you know of. And part of you is wanting freedom because they're very burdened trying to do it only in the human way. So my dear air signs, as you carry this message forward in December, I recommend you do some journaling and be very honest with yourself. When you feel yourself criticizing your own choices, that's when you need to say, even though I don't know how, I'm quieting my inner critic now. Even though I don't know how, I'm believing in what the universe has for me now. Even though I don't know how, I pin my hopes on soul satisfaction right now. Make a comment. Would you leave a comment and let me know how this reading strikes you? I really want to support you, my dear air signs. So this is Catherine signing off. Until next month, same time, same place. And do walk forward into your map and enjoy the process.